what is the strategic significance of President Sisi's attending Victory Day celebrations in Moscow?
Good afternoon, greetings to you. Of course, this participation by President Sisi in the Victory Day celebrations in Russia indicate that there is strong relations between Russia and President Putin to invite Egypt, represented in President Al-Fattah al-Sisi, as Egypt is an integral state in the Middle East, to military and political significance, enjoying all the political and factors in the Middle East. This invite to Russia, and in particular in Moscow, is an attempt to highlight the strength of the world leaders attending the ceremony. And when Egypt participates in the summit, this carries symbolic political significance, indicating the strength of the Egyptian state and the strength of Egypt to continue cooperation and coordination with Russia as a power actor in the Middle East. And there are strategic partnership between Egypt and Russia, and an extension to a successful march that was strengthened along the past 10 years with the leadership of the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
Right. How important is this symbolic gesture or symbolic diplomatical gesture, like participating in Victory Day, in maintaining Egypt's role as a non-aligned regional power?
Of course, this invitation for Egypt to participate stresses the strength of the Egyptian state and the strong relations that Egypt has enjoyed during the past few years. This is politically significant, as the Russian leadership wants Egypt to actually attend such ceremonies on one hand, and on the other hand to have a series of meetings with the Russian leaders and international leaders who are going to attend the summit, hoping for concluding a lot of agreements and issues regarding the situations in the Middle East, as in Egypt as an integral part of the equation of the Middle East, and have a lot of significance in the matter.
Right. To which extent is Egypt positioning itself as a bridge between Eastern and Western powers in today's multipolar world?
Part of the success of the Egyptian foreign policy in the past 11 years is having multilateral relationships with different states from around the globe, including the Eastern and Western sides. We have found Egypt and the reign of President Sisi strengthening different relations and partnerships, politically and military, with different and multiple relations with states from around the globe. And Russia is now very important in the security and political equation for Egypt, and there has been approaches between Egypt and Russia, represented in President Putin. There are also political chemistry between the two leaders, and here I think that this will create a qualitative shift in the relations between the two countries, and also in the Middle East with the Eastern power, and will achieve success on the bilateral level and on the multilateral complex level.
Right. Egypt is participating in this victory, in the military parade. Other than strategic cooperation or relationship or relations with Russia, what cooperation opportunities could emerge from this visit to Moscow?
Of course, the Egyptian participation relation is some way to purchase to show how precious the Egyptian relations with Russia, and it indicates the momentum of the relations between the two leaders. This visit and this meeting uh, will carry political significance to develop and upgrade the Egyptian-Russian relations on one hand, and will also strongly contribute to provide upgrading the strategic partnership between Egypt and Russia. In addition, it will play an integral role in concluding new political and military agreements, which will strengthen the comprehensive power between Cairo and Moscow. At the meantime, this will allow President Sisi to meet a number of international leaders to talk and discuss the strong relations that would serve Egypt with the East and the West in the near future, as the now Egypt has a very strong significance, especially in the past few years, as the Egyptian role in all of the regional successes and accomplishments, and it has also role in settling and solving different conflicts.